Hi, and welcome to Monday's Delight. Excited to, as it were, enter into the month of love and relationship, love and healthy relationship. And we will be looking at the subject love and healthy relationship. So, I would want us to start from the basics this week, the basics. So, what I call commanded to love. So, let's look at John chapter 15, the verses 12 and 13. We do the GNT version, and I read, my commandment is this. Listen to the scripture very carefully. My commandment is this: love one another just as I love you. Love one another just as Christ loved you. And then the 13 says that the greatest love you can have for your friends is to give your life for them. Hey, you see, when it comes to the teachings of Christ and love, sometimes many people say it's to the extreme, but when you understand the fundamentals of it helps, and it brings us to the place where God or Christ has destined for us to be. We should love our friends and give our life for them. So that will be the center of our study today. That will be the center. But let's look at the scripture very well, and let's pick some three revelations from the scripture, and then we can look at the main theme for the day. Listen, three revelations from the scripture. Love is a command, not just a feeling. So note that. We talk about love, we preach about love, we express love, but love is a command from Jehovah, a command from Yahweh. It is not a feeling. It is not sentimental. It is not, I feel to love, I want to love. You are commanded to love. Know that. So if you think that you love when you want to love and you don't show it and you don't exhibit it, then you are missing the point. Today, what I bring to your doorstep is a love. It's a command, not just a feeling. Now, the second point, love is sacrificial. He loved us first. He sacrificed and he loved us. So you ought to also know that love is sacrificial. Love will take something away from you. Love will drain you. Love will take something precious for you. Be ready for it because it is a command and it is sacrificial. Now the third thing. Jesus set the standard for love. Hey, hey, hey. The standard for which you ought to love is inscribed in the scripture. Abada. So if you want to love, let's go back to the scripture and let's see what God is saying about love. So that is going to be the center of our message today. The center of our message today. Jesus has given us the principles on which we ought to love. He has given us the standards for which we ought to love. You can't love by your own standard. You can't love by your own intuition. You can't love by your own mechanism. There is a standard that God or Jesus has set for love, and that's what we want to look at. Now, when you look at verse number 13 of John chapter 15, our scripture, the verse number 13 says that the greatest love you can have for your friend is to give your life for them. So the question is, how do you love according to what Christ has said by giving your life for them? Does it mean that kill yourself for them? Does it mean that put your head on the chopping board for them? What does it really mean? What exactly is the Bible saying by giving us the phrase, give your life for your friends? What does it mean? Now, number one, I'll try my best to bring us some three cardinal principles for which the Bible stipulated give your life for your friends. Number one, put them first. We tend to satisfy our desires, our feelings, our intuitions before we look at our friends, or before we look at our neighbors, or before we look at our friend, or before we show love. Love is not like that. Put others first. Check if they are okay. Make sure that they are okay. It is never about you. The moment it is about you, then that is not the exhibition of love by the standards of Christ. It is never about you at all. Now, the second one is the greatest form of love. The greatest form of love, giving your life to show depth of your care and commitment. So number two is you have to show care and commitment to people. Care and commitment. And then the third one, the Jesus's ultimate example, love without limit. Hey, you are loving because you are expecting something in return. That is not love. You are loving because you want to love for people to see that he loves. No, you love because you are doing what we call love without limit. He gave his life for us, showing us to love without limit. I pray that you will put others first. I pray that you would care and be committed to people. I pray that you would love without limit. And by so doing, Christ would be your portion because you have heeded to his standards. God bless you. I love you. And may love be evident for you in this month. I'll see you next week. God bless you.